Right. So, I personally, in my therapeutic practice, I follow structured reality therapy, which is a form of marital counseling, which is developed again by Dr. William Glasser. And this form of therapy is basically based on two things. The
Right.
first one is that marriage is a partnership. Okay, it is never you or me. So when I take sessions or when I am dealing with couples, it will never be the boy or the girl or the girl and the girl or the boy or the boy or whoever that might be. It is always the relationship that we're addressing, not people on an individual basis.
Right.
So marriage as a partnership is the first ground, and the second is that we have to shift the focus to what is good for the relationship. We don't have to focus that who did what or what happened or who said what and then what happened and how you know
Mm-hmm.
ये हुआ वो हुआ past में ऐसा हुआ इसकी वजह से ऐसा हुआ.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about that. So what we have to figure out is how to save the relationship. If the relationship wants any saving, what can
Yeah.
you do about it to save the relationship? And that this is about marriage is the partnership. So these are the two areas that we focus on,
Yeah.
and that's how I can kind of use these areas in my therapy.
Yeah. And how can one do that? What is the technique behind it? How can one execute that in their personal life?
Right. So I'm just going to give you an example and talk you through this technique that I use. It is called Big Five Marriage Questions. So it can be tweaked into Big Five relationship questions, Big Five dating questions, anything, depending on who we are dealing with.
Right.
So, Seema, the first question that I immediately ask when I get a new client or when we get a new couple is that, do you want to save this relationship?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah. That's quite an
it's a very
important one.
important relationship. It's a very important question. Like, want to be in that relationship and continue it. The second question that I always ask is, whose behavior can you actually control? So, the only person whose behavior you can control is yours. So this realization is very, very important,
Okay.
right? The third question that comes out is, you ask individually to both the partners, is that what is wrong in the relationship currently?
Mm-hmm.
So now here is where the venting starts, and they're like, oh, he did this and he did that and that happened and so happened and
Yeah.
everything under the sun that went wrong. So
Right.
the fourth question is a very interesting one, which says, what is actually good in the relationship?
Yeah.
Tell us what's good in your relationship. What is the good in their partner and why? So basically, they revisit those times when they decided that I want to be with this person. Question, the question five that I ask is usually, what is that one thing that you can do in this coming week that will make your relationship stronger? You know, so this question kind of comes up with very different, different
Mm.
creative answers. Somebody says, okay, I'm gonna bake a cake, something
Mm.
like that. Somebody says, I'm gonna take her out for a romantic dinner.
Yeah.
Somebody says, we're going to go for a movie. And then we get some heavy answers where somebody's like, I'm going to work on my trust issues, or I'm going to like solve my family conflicts or things like that. So this then becomes the homework. So whatever they say that
Yeah.
they feel will strengthen their relationship, we work on it. That becomes their homework. They have to work on it, do it, actually do that thing, and then come back. And then we
Yeah.
take it from there. So together, when we look at these five questions, it kind of gives a summary of conflict resolution. Nature. I want to say that these five questions you can apply to any relationship in your life.
Right.
Be it just couple, be it your parents, be it your siblings, be it your boss, any relationship, friends, family, anybody, and you're having issues with them, answer these questions. Okay,